Hi, I'm Keith.
And I'm Georgia.
And we're living a dream. So we're leaving Anastasia State Park. It's Friday, and we're heading up to Skidaway Island State Park near Savannah in the state of Georgia for 4 nights. And this has been a great park. We really enjoyed it. The beach here is one of our favorites. Lots of great walking, shells, not crowded at all. There's 3.5 miles of undeveloped beach here. Would definitely come back again. They have water sports here that we didn't even utilize. You can rent canoes and kayaks and go out on the salt run. We went to the alligator farm yesterday, and that was a lot of fun. And we went for a long walk yesterday afternoon. Probably did about 3 to 4 miles on the beach. Very nice. Had a great time. Alright, so we're heading over Lions Bridge, going into St. Augustine on our way up north. It's about 3.5 hours, 3 to 3.5 hours up to Skidaway Island State Park. So we're crossing the St. Johns River in Jacksonville on 295 North, which is the bypass around the east side of Jacksonville. This is a really pretty bridge up here. This is where it goes out to the ocean. Wow, that's a cool looking bridge. Very high. Big freight yard up here to our left.
Welcome to Georgia. Welcome to Georgia.
Alright, so we're going to pull off in the little rest area here just to stretch our leg. Okay, we are at Skidaway Island State Park. Look at the beautiful big trees in here. Look at this view. Just gorgeous. Skidaway Island State Park is located about a half hour from the riverfront district in historic Savannah. Okay, this is our site, 87 at Skidaway Island State Park. It is extremely roomy. It's almost like we're all by ourselves out here. And yet the bathhouse is only 200 feet away. So that's convenient. Some beautiful, nice big trees in here. This is a handicap accessible site, but because it was the last one available when I was booking, I was able to book this site. Normally it's for handicap placard on your vehicle only, unless it's the last site available when you book it. So beautiful site, beautiful park, beautiful trees in here. There's lots of Spanish moss and big oaks and pines. The scenery in the campground is what I think of when I think of the Old South. Big live oak trees with lots of Spanish moss hanging off of them. It was just beautiful there. Wildlife was everywhere with deer and birds to watch. There are several nice hiking trails within the park. And shortly after we began our first hike, we came across this copperhead snake. Luckily, we were behind two other people who happened to see it right on the edge of the trail. Their pattern of light and dark brown can be very hard to see on the ground with all the leaves. So be careful if you're out there hiking. All right, so we're heading out to TBA Island from Skidaway Island State Park. Today's Sunday, so we have one more full day here, and that's Monday. We leave Tuesday morning, and we're going over to check out Fort Pulaski, and then there's TBA Island Lighthouse and beach and stuff like that. So we're heading over that way. Probably go into Savannah Historic District tomorrow. Won't be as busy. I think Sunday's going to be a little busy there. So come along. Okay, we are at Fort Pulaski or Pulaski National Monument. And it doesn't
Continue
look
for
busy.
3/4 of a mile. That ship coming down through. Yeah. We're gonna get out here and watch the ship. Pretty. It's a pretty new bridge right here too. After the War of 1812, U.S. President James Madison ordered a new system of coastal fortifications to protect the United States from foreign invasion. Construction of a fort to protect the port of Savannah began in 1829. Fort Pulaski belonged to what is known as the third system of coastal fortifications, which were characterized by greater structural durability than the earlier ones. Most of the nearly 30 third system forts built after 1816 still exist along the Atlantic and Gulf coasts. The walls of Fort Pulaski are 11 feet thick and were thought to be impenetrable except by the largest land artillery. The smoothbore cannons of the time had a range of only around a half a mile, and the nearest land, at TBA Island, was much further than that away. It was assumed that the fort would be invincible to enemy attack. And we're looking towards the Savannah River, and we see a big freighter coming in. And on the other side of that river is South Carolina. That river is the border between Georgia and South Carolina. That's a massive ship right there. Those are all 40-foot shipping containers. Probably about 1,000 feet long. The fort is like a small village and provides most all the needs of the soldiers. The fort was also used by the Union to hold prisoners of war. Because the fort is surrounded by salt water, it was designed to catch rainwater and store it in cisterns below the fort. For much of the 19th century, masonry fortifications were the United States' main defense against overseas enemies. However, during the Civil War, new technology proved these forts to be obsolete. The Union Army used rifled cannon and compelled the Confederate garrison inside Fort Pulaski to surrender. The siege was a landmark experiment in the history of military science and invention. The following day, Georgia and I went down to Savannah's historic district and just enjoyed strolling around all the old buildings and viewing the history there. We had lunch at Tequila's Town, a Mexican restaurant, and we also visited the National Prohibition Museum, which was very interesting. Georgia and I really enjoyed Skidaway Island, TBA Island, and historic Savannah. I hope you'll join us next time for episode 24 as we visit Huntington Beach State Park.